Thanks very much. Our Rush Block continues now with Janelle Fort, who is following some breaking news.
A Missouri City police officer shot and killed a woman overnight. Janelle, what is the latest?
Well, we just got an update from police. We now know the connection between that woman shot by an officer and that man found dead in an apartment here in this complex. They're neighbors, but the extent of their relationship beyond that is unclear. Now, police did just release the names of both of them. That woman is 29-year-old Derisha Blackwell, and the man is 65-year-old Carl Gomez. Police also shared with me context into what exactly happened here. Police say around 10:30 they got a call to the Quail Valley apartment complex about a car accident. It's what you're looking at right now. Police say Blackwell got into an altercation with a couple at the gate of the complex. She ran through the gate and hit that couple's car and another parked car here in the lot. Now, police say they believe she went to Gomez's apartment, killed him, then came back outside. That's when cops showed up and found her wielding both a gun and a knife. They say they told her to put the weapons down, but she didn't cooperate, so they tased her. And when that didn't work, one of the responding officers shot and killed her. Now, right now, it's still a very active scene here. Since this is an officer-involved shooting, the Texas Rangers are out here trying to get to the bottom of this. But as I said, it's very complex, a very complex story. Sending it back to you guys in the studio.
All right, Janelle, thanks for covering.